Hey guys, what's up? It's Austin here, and today, well, I suppose just a few minutes ago, you saw that I posted episode 3 of Mumbo Jumbo's Hermitcraft 8 series. Of course, him playing with a bunch of his friends and all that sort of stuff. But now, for the last video of the day, I will be reacting to part 4 of that, okay? So, this is basically just a continuation on from his episode 3. And with that being said, I hope that you enjoyed the video, and if you do, please give it a like, and I hope that you consider subscribing if you like the video. And I will also put the original link to the original video down in the description below, so that way you can show Mumbo Jumbo some support as well. And if you like this video, please go like his video. He's a great guy. He's a great guy, and he deserves all the support that he gets. But with that being said, let's start with the last video of today.
Brian wants me to see something.
I want you to know. I want you to see and witness.
Oh, I had to use Grian's audio due to issues with mine. Okay.
What's about to happen.
It is
I
what it
need
is.
you to know.
I hope you know how long me and Scar spent on this. What are you?
Don't try and guilt me now. I know your game. I just need you to know that it doesn't matter how long you spend making a cool tree.
Yeah.
It's not gonna fly. It won't fly.
Where's...
Okay? I don't care. Do you see how much I don't care? Uh-huh.
I did see how much you didn't care. This is. Oh man! Wait, hang on. Oh, there's a sapling here, and it's all right, tree. It's all right. It's all right, buddy. Oh, and now on fire.
I appreciate the level of effort. I appreciate the beauty.
Peace, love, and plants, boss. What are you doing? You're meant to be. You're meant to be living here. You should be witnessing. I can't believe he's not getting it wrong.
It.
So does this mean? What does this mean? So you've blown up.
You'll find out what this means. You'll find out.
I get the impression that the tree war isn't over, and I must admit, I'm a tiny bit terrified for my tiny base, because, you know, this build isn't particularly very big, and with the size of the trees that we're currently building, it wouldn't take much for my entire build to be completely engulfed. This is interesting. Tango's bedrock service. Oh!
Uh-oh.
Oh, Brill! Oh! Oh! What? Oh no! Oh, well, this is my life now, I guess. This is where I live. Oh, thankfully I actually have a water bucket with me, so I might actually... Oh, I'm a genius. I'm incredible. I am the best. I don't want to break anything. That's what I get. That's what I get for always having random junk in my inventory. This is a win. I will never clear my inventory of rubbish again. I'm very curious as to what this thing is, but honestly I'm too scared to touch it due to what just happened, so I'm going to leave it for now. Anyway, first things first. You may notice the tab menu. Everyone has lots of numbers next to their name apart from me. And that is a good thing. At this point in time, the tab menu represents the number of things that you have killed on the server, and as you can see, I've been holding true to my peace, love, and plants. If we take a look in my statistics, you can see that the only thing in there is a creeper, and it's because a creeper has killed me. So for everyone who's been accusing me of killing things between clips, now you know that I haven't been. I just set them on fire. But it's not me that's killing them, it's the fact that they walk through the fire that's killing them. It's nothing to do with me. Peace, love, and plants. Anyway, I have a little bit of shopping to do. The time has finally come. I think it's about time that I actually hit the skies.
Oh yeah.
There is stock. I was a little bit worried that there would be no stock. Alright, 20 diamonds, boom, and I got myself a shulker box, that's fantastic. And then 2 stacks of rockets for a diamond.
Wow.
And now, with my wings fully equipped, I can live out my true identity as Super Potato Boy. To the moon! Oh, that was embarrassing. I guess instead of going to the moon, I'll just go to bed. And now I'm going to the end.
Oh yeah. You wanted to build some sort of project with that obsidian, and I'm not totally sure what.
End expedition complete. I now have a rather bonkers quantity of obsidian, but what do I need all of this obsidian for? Well, as many of you have guessed, it is to build a ridiculous ghast farm.
Oh.
A ghast farm that is going to produce many thousands of items per hour. Not only will this give me a reliable source of gunpowder, which is going to be important for firework rockets, but it will also give me a reliable supply of ghast tears, which is going to come in very handy. And you'll see why in the next couple of episodes. For now, all I have to focus on is travelling very, very far north until I run into a large soul sand valley? Is it a soul sand valley? The one that has all of the ghast in it? I think it is. Yes. Yes, it is. And this is a soul sand valley, but I don't think I've gone far enough away just yet. And it's very, very small. However, this area, which is 1,500 blocks away from our nether portal, which is the northest of all of the nether portals, should hopefully be far enough. Now, I must admit, I am slightly terrified because now if this nether portal doesn't link back up to the one that's on the nether roof, then I either have an 11,000 block flight to get back home in the overworld or a 1,000 block flight in the underside of the nether to get back to where I want to go. Top tip, don't hold a flint and steel in your offhand when you're pillaring, because when you run out of blocks you set yourself on fire. Here comes the moment of truth. If this portal doesn't link up to the one on the nether roof, then we're in serious trouble. Yes! I don't have to fly 11,000 blocks home. Alright, so this right here is going to be our personal nether portal. Then somewhere over here is going to be the actual ghast farm itself. And that is going to consist of a large number of very big portals that is going to be transporting all of the ghast into the overworld to be killed immediately. So this right here is going to be the size of our farm, and honestly, that does not look that impressive, does it? This does not look impressive in the slightest, but it should start looking cooler when we start getting portals in. First, I've got a little bit of maths to do. Firstly, I need to make another portal in the overworld that perfectly links up with the center of our farm, which is this position right here. Now, ensuring I've done all of the maths correctly, if I go through this section, we should pop out where I place my nether portal. Fantastic. But that isn't going to be where it's staying. I've just popped into a creative mode version of the world just using the same seed, and I've set up the same portal in the same coordinates with the same coordinates for the overworld portal as well. And after a lot of fiddling around with nether portal placement, I now have the optimum location for this thing, and is quite far away from where I initially placed it. Now, without getting too technical about it, each block in the nether represents an 8x8 area in the overworld, and if we place our nether portal perfectly in the center of this 8x8 area, then that means that we can pick up mobs from a 33 by 33 area. All of these ghasts are being transported by these portals here into the same portal in the overworld, so we're getting a slight increase in spawning area there. So you can see that one went through, and this one went through as well. And this tiny increase in spawning area not only makes the farm symmetrical, which I personally like, but also leads to a tiny increase in efficiency. If you want more information, please do check out Nembomb's video about ghast farms. It's ridiculously interesting, especially if you're an enormous nerd like me. So now that our Hermitcraft nether portal is all in place, let's start work on the killing chamber, where the ghasts die of natural causes without any of my involvement. To be fair, the beauty of ghasts is that because they're really awkwardly shaped, they do actually tend to kill themselves really quite easily. This killing chamber doesn't actually use anything that should kill the ghast. They just suffocate in the side of the nether portal. I mean, look at this thing. Does this look like a killing chamber to you? It certainly doesn't feel like a killing chamber to me. Anyway, if I get all of the water in, all of these should push all of our drops into the center there, and this is our very temporary and very small storage system. But this right here is everything that we need on the overworld. The entire farm itself actually gets constructed, of course, in the nether, given that a ghast is a nether-based mob. I mean, what did you expect? So I have to take all of this obsidian right here, and I need to transfer it into the land itself. Let the time lapse begin. And as I was constructing this thing, I realized that this is one of those projects that is 90% in the preparation and 10% in the actual construction itself. You know, the building of the portals and building up of the platforms isn't exactly that challenging. The tricky part is first off getting all of the obsidian. You know, this thing requires 2,000 blocks of obsidian, which is not a small amount, especially when you don't have a haste 2 beacon. But then also, it's in the working out of where the portals are actually going to go, because you really don't want to mess that up. You know, if your ghasts aren't going through the nether portals, or worse, are going through the nether portals but are ending up somewhere else in the overworld, you're going to run into some serious problems, and those are the sorts of things that I wanted ironed out to make sure that this was a perfectly smooth process, and once it was built, it will work perfectly. Well, I must say, I'm incredibly surprised. I was 1,000,000% expecting to die in this thing. I was expecting a ghast or something to spawn and just completely obliterate me. By the way, did you see that ghast spawn there? That ghast spawned and then went straight through the portal. That means that this thing's working. I just have to quickly do a run around to make sure that everything in the area is fully spawn proofed, because you wouldn't want any ghast spawning here while I'm AFK, as that will only end badly. But now that that's all done, I think it's time we give this thing its first full overnight test. So I'm just going to pillar up to the correct height, and then I guess we wait. Oh yeah, if you can't tell, my elytra have broken, and I currently have no XP farm or way of getting XP with my peace, love and plants thing, and I have no phantom membrane because I can't kill phantoms. I mean, let's be real though, phantoms deserve to die. Like, if any mob is allowed to be killed, it's phantoms, and to think I voted for them. This definitely feels precarious, but it's what
You
needs to be
voted
done.
for them to
I'll
be
see
in
you
the
tomorrow.
game.
One AFK session later, and we have
Yes.
managed to get a pretty decent number of drops. Now, you might be wondering why there isn't more drops than this, and that is because I forgot to mention a very, very important detail. You see, if other people are online and they're in the overworld, then that means that the ghasts despawn immediately after coming through the Nether Portal. So that means that this farm only works at full efficiency when nobody is online, or alternatively, if another player is online and they are in this area, say standing where I am, and then they stop the ghast from despawning so that then they die. I do have a few ideas for solutions to this problem. This pathway is likely going to be one of the ugliest things I've ever built, but
I mean, what if... I know whenever you see, like, the time lapses or whatever, that's actually being recorded by their alt account. So maybe that would count as a player, wouldn't it? If it does, then he can just AFK at his spot and then put his alt account right next to the killing chamber or whatever. But I'm not too sure, honestly.
players can't really use the nether portals in the ghast farm because it could potentially break it. So I need to connect it to the other nether portal, which is about 300 blocks away. Turns out this thing was more than 300 blocks away. It's more like 600 blocks, which really magnifies its ugliness. Thankfully, most players will have elytras, so they won't actually have to use it, but I just want to have it here just in case. So with that project being hugely successful, let's head back to the base. What? What? My bus has been moved, and it has become part of this. What is this? Is this even a tree anymore? I mean, I guess it kind of is a tree. I need to make sure not to fall into the hole. That was close. I need to watch out.
If you look closely, it almost looks like a golem almost. You know, like the teeth, the claws on the hands. You know, it just looks like the shape of a golem almost.
Oh my goodness, my bus has been fully relocated. This is kind of awesome. This is kind of perfect. This is ridiculous.
There's a potato approaching.
They're not here.
I'm not just any old potato. I am a super potayo. I have
Super
you.
potato.
Oh, no. You've even got the tidy whities to go with it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is kind of awesome.
Do you like it? Do you like it?
Annoyingly,
Please tell me you like
yes.
it, right?
Like, annoyingly, yes. As in, obviously, I don't want to take it
Ow.
down to a certain extent, which means that there's nothing for me to replant, which is.
Yay!
Hey, is that an official win that we?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if that's a win. Like, but this is a win. Like, this is definitely a win.
We've given it a name. Teresa. Or Teresa.
Teresa.
As in,
Teresa.
like Teresa Green, as in like.
Teresa. Yeah,
Yeah,
Teresa.
yeah.
Teresa the plant. Teresa. You could decide how you say it to fit the word tree in there. It's not particularly clean pun, but
I mean, this is very, very cool. This is super cool. I love the use of the dripstone as well. They are like perfect for teeth and spiky
it's
things.
so good.
I know, right?
Man. Oh man. Okay. Okay, well, I mean, I'm gonna do some thinking. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna try my best to think, but this is This is so annoying. This
Checkmate.
is so annoying.
I
Checkmate.
feel like you have a bigger question of how you're going to get into your bus.
Yeah, well, thankfully, I've literally just got myself an elytra. Otherwise, I would have been a bit stuck. But this is
Have fun
perfect.
smashing the face on it.
I have you know, pal. I'm incredibly talented. I mean, watch this.
Oh, here we go. Oh. He did it!
I actually did it.
He did it!
How close were you to dying there, Mumbo?
Very
Tell
close,
us.
very close. Yeah, very close. Especially as I wore absolutely no armor. I've realised.
I reckon it's the outfit. I reckon if you took the outfit off, you couldn't do it.
Yeah. No, 100%. Well, do you guys want to try and get in here? I'm almost curious.
Oh gosh. All right. Oh,
Nice.
Green's going straight in.
Nice.
Green gets in
I need to
immediately
run
because
up.
he's good at using the elytra.
This is
we're gonna
interesting.
Is that gonna wait?
This is-
I'm coming. You know what? What if I just enter from above?
That might be the move. That might be.
I'm still gonna. You ready? Fine, I'm coming.
Oh my goodness.
I'm coming. Yoink.
There we go.
I'm here.
Tiny bus.
Well, I think it goes without saying I can't take this down. There is absolutely no way that I could remove this build from the Hermitcraft server. It is just far, far too cool. So we need to think of some way that we can integrate it into my base itself. I also think if we replace the face with a slightly happier one, like one that looks a little bit more positive, then that could be a good way to go. But I want to make
Yeah.
sure that I get that right. I'm not going to rush into that, so for now it's going to be staying very angry. So I've managed to find a pretty good access route into this thing. We've just got a little ladder that goes up the side of the leg, and then we kind of make our way into the side here, and as you can see, I've cleared out a little area, and I think we actually have enough space for almost like a two-story build here. Like, we could have a little area up at the top here, we can have a second floor. There could be all sorts going on, and I'm super curious here. Is there a way that I can make my way into the VW bus? Oh my goodness, it looks like I might actually be able to do it. Like, it will take a few little slabs dropped in here and there, but we might actually have bus access. Yep, this is awesome. This is incredibly awesome. So I have access to my bed. That's still going to be in the bus. And the rest of this is all going to be storage and other bits and pieces. But I still want to keep it feeling nice and organic on the inside of there, which is definitely going to be a challenge for someone with as few brain cells as me. And just to let everyone know, just because you don't necessarily see me replant the tree in the video doesn't mean that I haven't replanted the tree. I am peace-loving plants all the way, I promise. So our ground floor has all been constructed, and then we have this little walkway meandering around the top. And now that has all been filled with chests as well, and I am absolutely loving this. Like, I'm absolutely loving this. And the fact that I can still make my way through into the bus, and that's where I sleep, I think is just such a cool detail. I think it goes without saying that I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with this one. The only thing is that I am yet to move in any of my items, so I should probably do that. And this is always one of those jobs that just takes absolutely forever. I've got all of the positions of where I want the items to be worked out, but actually moving them around is just such a pain. But after far more time than you'd think, this is now my new base, with all of my items sorted out in all of the correct locations. Everything is ready to grab.
Nice, bro.
And as much as I love the tiny house, I do feel like this is a bit of an upgrade. So as a way of saying thank you, I think we need to return the favour just a little bit. So I've spent a little bit of time in the redstone testing while developing this redstone contraption, because it has a few requirements that I haven't really had with redstone contraptions before. This is a little bit strange in the way that it functions, but this build is going to be ideal for what I want to present. And I know I'm being incredibly secretive at this point in time about what that thing is going to be, but I want to get the structure constructed first. And I really, really hope that these saplings don't grow. I feel like they can't grow. I feel like they're surrounded by stone bricks. They shouldn't be able to grow, but if they do, it's going to cause issues. So our little walkway is now all in place. Now it's time to start work on the actual structure itself. And this little room right here is where the majority of what's happening is actually going to go down. And now I guess I should probably explain what this is all about. Okay, as you know, that build is incredible. That build is ridiculous. It's awesome. It's something that is going to be sticking around. There's no way that I'm removing that thing. In fact, as you've seen, I've transformed it into being part of my base, which means that the tree war is effectively over. I can't replant a tree that I don't take down. So what I want to present to Green is a peace treaty. And you best believe that the word treaty is going to be spelt with a tree in it. Hermitcraft Season 8 has been the most pun-filled season of Hermitcraft so far, and I'm all for it. Now, the goal of this redstone contraption is to make it so that we can only access the peace treaty, which is going to be stored behind this glass here, if both of us are present to press the buttons. So I have to press the button, Green has to press the button at the same time, and only then will we be able to access the peace treaty. That way, hopefully, it can't be tampered with. But then again, this is Hermitcraft, nothing is safe. Just need a little bit of quartz, and now the redstone for the door needs to start going in. And this is one of those awkward redstone contraptions that I can't actually test until we run it, because I need someone else to press the buttons with me. If it doesn't work, it's going to be super embarrassing. I mean, Green is definitely the sort of person that will just laugh at me endlessly. I do have a bit of a situation with this peace treaty though, and that is the fact that I need ink. And I can't set fire to squid. Or should I say, squid don't voluntarily walk into my flames. Thankfully though, Green is online, and he's just gone off to try and find some squid to kill on my behalf, which I think still satisfies the conditions of peace loving plants. Is this how we're getting around this now? I mean, this is one way to do it, dude. This is one way to do it.
I don't know why I'm helping you with your workarounds.
Hang on, I think they can volunteer themselves into the flames, maybe.
Volunteer?
Oh, yes! Yes! Nice! Hopefully we'll just pass away in a happy... Yes! Lovely. This is great.
That's what I call a humane death, Mumbo.
That was humane. That was incredibly humane. Do you want your leads back? There you go.
More importantly though, your score is unaffected.
I know. Yeah, that's the most important thing. That's all that matters at this point in time.
There you go. I've got some more ink for you, but I just thought, there you go. There's a method of doing it.
Wait. How many squid did you massacre?
Only like 5. I've got looting, you see. That's something that you
goodness.
can't enjoy.
Yeah, no, you are right. I wonder if I can get it with my flint and steel, so when they volunteer themselves into my flames, I get more drops. That would be nice. Anyway, I'll be on my way. Thank you, sir. Why do animals just keep catching fire around me? I don't know. And after absolutely not harming any animals, as you can see, our peace treaty is all in position. I've already signed mine, so we just need a signature from Green.
Mumbo K Jumbo
is officially resolved. Now, to see if that resolution actually takes place, you're gonna have to tune into the next Hermitcraft episode. Yeah, that's right. I'm in the big leagues now. Okay, I'm taking a leaf out of TV's book, and I'm leaving you on a cliffhanger. What's gonna happen? You don't know. I also don't know. Nobody knows. It's a cliffhanger for me as well. I'll catch you on the next Hermitcraft episode. See ya. I forget though, there are actually a set of people who do know what happens, and those are the people who are watching this for nostalgia's sake. You know, this could be 10 years down the line. You've come back. You remember Hermitcraft Season 8 fondly and you want to catch up on things. You already know what happens. Can you let me know down in the comment section? Actually, it's probably a bit late now. God, I'm curious. Why did I leave it on a cliffhanger? Now I want to know.
Oh man, okay, another entertaining video by Mumbo. Some of the stuff that happened in the episode was just insane. Green blowing up that tree in the very beginning, like that was pretty cool. Also the gas farm, yeah. What the video was named after, like that was pretty cool as well. Like the concept and how it actually works, you know, like that in itself is pretty cool. But with that being said, like I said, guys, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and I hope you consider subscribing as well. I would love to have you as someone who follows me and all that sort of stuff, as I really do like you know, making videos for my fans. I find it something very enjoyable to do. And if you like this video as well, please go like Mumbo Jumbo's video. The link to his video will also be down in the description down below. I think that's about it for me today, and I'll see you in the next video. See you later, guys.